Imagine that you are walking down the street, minding your own business, when all of a sudden a figure appears. It's Jimmy Fallon. A burlap sack is brought down over your head and everything goes dark. Right to the sound of applause and someone exclaiming, "Welcome back to the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon." You're told you must answer questions about world history. With the start, you realize that you didn't pass any of your history classes because you thought history was unimportant, and that you're going to look like an idiot live in front of millions of people. Kind of regretting that, huh? History is a subject that cannot be dismissed as unimportant. History affects all of us. It teaches invaluable lessons, and you will use it frequently in life. It is much more important than some students realize. Today, I will persuade you to appreciate history. It is a line of education that needs to be appreciated, not just for us, but for the future as well. This is a graph I found of favorite classes in high school students, and as you can see, PE is way above, and for some reason science and math is rounds out the top three. History is down here. I think it should be at least be higher than math. Come on. It's numbers. Many students think that history is unimportant and boring. They think that it doesn't affect them. They think that it's just the memorization of facts. Perhaps the worst is that they think they won't use it in their lives. The belief in our society that history is unimportant is a disease that needs to be eradicated. I have loved history since the 4th grade. It is my favorite subject, and I cannot stand when people say it is unimportant. After we've listed several of these absolutely terrible problems, let's start with how it affects you. History affects all of us. Think about this. If the American Revolution had never happened, we'd all be eating crumpets and drinking tea with our pinkies up. Pinkies, yeah. We wouldn't have the same national anthem either, or if the Civil War had never happened. First off, we would be several states off of 50. Second, it freed slaves. Trust me, I realized that it was at first not fought over slavery. Abraham Lincoln freed slaves in the South as a way to change the war from a political issue to a moral issue against slavery, and therefore rally more support, says a high school teacher from eNotes.com. We know this as the Emancipation Proclamation, and it worked. The struggle changed to a moral debate, and the Union gained more momentum in the war than it ever could have before. Moving on to the military trend, let's go over how history teaches us lessons. Some of us have heard of Napoleon, right? Little guy, not really short, but that's not my point. While he was expanding the French Empire, he decided to invade Russia. But, unfortunately for him, he planned to do this right before winter. He invaded, and the Russian winter, nicknamed General Winter, made short work of his troops. He entered Russia with 625,000 troops and left with only 120,000. This was due to a lack of supplies and poor decision-making that led to all his casualties. Enter Hitler in the Second World War. Hitler authorized Operation Barbarossa, which was a mission to conquer Russia. They rose nearly 4 million soldiers, 4 million, to invade all of Russia at once. They had initial success, then General Winter hit them. Expecting a quick victory before winter, the Nazi commanders had failed to give their soldiers proper equipment for the winter. And the Nazi forces had outrun their own supply train. Few supplies, poor judgment. Sound familiar? 775,000 German troops lost their lives, and another couple million were taken as prisoners of war. Germany ended up losing World War II because Hitler and his generals didn't do their homework. Tied with many of these problems is the belief that you will never use history in life. You will use history in the future. How many of you are planning to have families in the future? That's good. Now, how exactly to help your future kids with their social studies homework if you don't know the material? You can't. Or our national anthem. It is history. It's not just pretty music. It's a tribute to those who fought in the Battle of Baltimore in the War of 1812. You may not realize it, but history is everywhere. You will use it in your life. History is a subject that needs to be appreciated, not just for us, but for the future as well. It isn't appreciated, though. We think that it doesn't affect us. We think that it's just the memorization of facts. Worst of all, we think that we will never use it in our future lives. All of this is wrong. It does affect you. It isn't the memorization of facts, it's the teaching of lessons. And most of all, you will use it in the future. All of you, I want to go to someone who doesn't appreciate history, and I want you to change their minds, just like I have today. And just maybe, they won't look like idiots in front of millions of people on The Tonight Show. Thank you.